In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 books you must read to get rich. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. The path to wealth necessitates the use of specific resources. Many people tend to overlook the fact that books will help you develop your mind, zeal, and knowledge in order to become successful and wealthy. Reading books about millionaires is one of the easiest ways to get started and keep on track. We're talking about books that will inspire you and help you gain faith by telling you about people who have gone from rags to riches. Here's a list of the books you must read to get rich. Let's start. Number 10. Jim Cramer's Get Rich Carefully by Jim Cramer. Get Rich Slowly is a book on stock market investments. It's a fun and useful book for people who fall into the category of ordinary retail investor, which describes most of us. Cramer's book is a good place to start if you want to learn more about investing without getting bogged down in boring balance sheets. And, like Cramer, the television personality, the book is entertaining. This is a common-sense approach to investing and fundamental research. Many lists contain investment books like Benjamin Graham's The Intelligent Investor. The book is a classic, and self-made billionaires like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates hold it in high regard. The book, on the other hand, appears to have been written in a different era. In today's world of electronic trading and politics-driven market swings, Cramer's book is a more appropriate, easier to read alternative. Number 9. Built Not Born by Tom Golisano. Built Not Born is a business advice book written by Tom Golisano, the founder of Paychex, who is worth $1 billion. Golisano began his business with $3,000 in 1971, demonstrating that he is a self-made man. The book is a 50-year account of his experiences as a businessman who built a multi-billion-dollar corporation from the ground up. Tom Golisano is a billionaire, but this is not a vanity project for a billionaire. Built Not Born teaches you how to achieve greatness and increase your personal wealth. This is a great place to start if you want to learn how to develop a talented team, introduce a strong business model, and boost business success in your company. As a business owner, you can increase your personal wealth by growing your company. Number 8. The Highest Calling by Larry Janeski. According to the synopsis, The Highest Calling is an inspiring novel about business and life, struggle and achievement. This book is essentially a business advice book wrapped in a tale about Troy Becker, a fictional remodeling company owner. Troy works 70 hours a week, his family is struggling, and he just can't seem to catch up. Then, one day, a mysterious mentor appears in Troy's life and begins to advise him on how to develop a company that is both valuable and rewarding to him personally. The author of The Highest Calling made a fortune in a mundane industry, basement waterproofing, in real life. He created a multi-billion-dollar corporation with annual sales in the 9 figures. He is well versed in the subject. Think again if you assume that a high-tech company is the only way to make money and not a normal small business. Number 7. Built to Sell by John Warrillow. Built to Sell is a book about how to build a company that will survive without you, the owner, having to do everything. Alex, a fictional business owner who operates a failing marketing agency, is the protagonist of this novel. Alex begins to seek help from a mentor and comrade. Alex ultimately turns the company around by switching to a recurring revenue stream business model. As a result, he spends less time actively working in the business, and his company increases in value to the point that it can be sold. Since the subtitle discusses the company flourishing without the owner, you would think this book is similar to Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek, but it isn't. Built to Sell places a greater emphasis on generating enough long-term value to allow the company to be sold. Let's face it, as company owners, we have a lot of money invested in our businesses. Number 6. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This novel, which was first released in 1937, has sold over 15 million copies worldwide. Many successful entrepreneurs have adopted the principles it espouses, including the rule of success, throughout the decades following its release. According to the author, the 13 steps to riches are the product of interviews with 500 of the most successful people at the time. This includes Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Theodore Roosevelt, John D. Rockefeller, and a slew of other notables. Think and Grow Rich has been labeled a life-changing book by many. Perhaps the most important thing it accomplishes is to inspire. You will develop a mindset and thinking process that will change the way you deal with money for the rest of your life. Number 5. The Latte Factor by David Bach. David Bach is the author of 9 best-selling books on personal finance. People can have more financial capital than they realize, according to the Latte Factor. This book lays out practical steps for people who want to achieve financial independence and the American dream. It's about prioritizing yourself by saving and investing to build your wealth. This book emphasizes the importance of not squandering small sums of money. Capital accumulates over time as it is invested. The book is written in the form of a parable or story about Zoe, a young millennial woman. She buys a double-shot latte every day while looking at a painting she can't afford. She thinks she doesn't have enough money for the stuff she really needs, like an expensive painting. But the problem is that she doesn't have a strategy and spends so much money on frivolous purchases, like daily lattes. Number 4. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki's book is still popular with readers more than 23 years after it was first written. The secret to his success is his unorthodox approach and guidance. Some of his methodologies are still used today, such as challenging traditional standards and concentrating on the mentality of becoming wealthy. One of the most valuable lessons Rich Dad Poor Dad teaches is the concept of money. We learn about credit cards and how big a loan we should get to buy a house in the United States. We're told that ostentatious spending is a positive goal. What we aren't taught is to think of money as an investment in our properties, items that have long-term value. A startup or small business is an asset, and we won't understand how running a business will change our personal wealth until we think of it that way. Number 3. Everyday Millionaires by Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan is a wealth building specialist, and it is this experience, as well as his thorough research, that he brings to this book. To be a millionaire, you don't have to come from a wealthy family or earn a lot of money, according to this report. Working hard and being concentrated is the key, which is no longer a secret. The Everyday Millionaires book by Chris Hogan is based on 10,000 millionaires study. This book dispels popular misconceptions about millionaires, such as their attitudes and actions. This is an excellent book to read if you want an inside look at how a typical millionaire thinks and behaves. You may be shocked because you've been thinking the worst. Although there are many books about millionaires on the market, this is the book to read if you want to get inside the minds of thousands of millionaires and learn from their experiences. Number 2. The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley, Ph.D. A millionaire is more like your next-door neighbor than a billionaire or celebrity. In reality, you may not even be aware that you have a millionaire in your neighborhood. They don't always live in the most opulent homes or drive the most flashy automobiles. They understand the difference between making and investing $1 million. That is what this groundbreaking book illustrates, based on extensive analysis. The Millionaire Next Door was one of the first books to promote the idea that the only way to achieve wealth and prosperity is to invest wisely. Instead of living like high rollers before they have the income, people must first develop their assets. The book's wealthy characters are not denying themselves a good life. Number 1. Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is the undisputed king of personal finance for ordinary Americans. With millions of regular radio show listeners, personal finance courses, books, and even a budgeting app called Every Dollar, Ramsey has created a personal finance empire. Ramsey went from being bankrupt to being a multi-millionaire. No one wants to be broke, and Ramsey's scheme has helped thousands of people manage their finances, get out of debt, and create wealth. Your net worth is determined by how much you spend rather than how much you make. If you want to achieve your business objectives, the first step is to relieve the stress of being in debt and constantly worrying about money. What do you think of our list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.